And man, I wish I had all that City Multi stuff now because it was all indoors pretty much.
Did y'all Zoom lock those together?
No, we didn't do the install on any of that. We don't Zoom lock anything.
Did somebody else use any like press fittings?
Okay, on the water side, we did ProPress.
I used Water Zoomlock.
Water Zoomlock. Yeah, that's what we did.
Water Zoomlock is what that's called.
Got it. Yeah, same thing.
Viega makes it.
But we did a mixture, just because it was so many fittings, so we were repiping every floor. So what we could get in ProPress, we did, and had to still solder a bunch of it, which is fine. I like soldering. I like brazing.
Do you do both of them? Do you braze and use solder too, like soft solder?
Yeah. All that repiping we did for the water side of that City Multi system was all soft solder.
Oh, lead stuff?
No, I use the lead free.
Yeah, it's good to be
like a 50-50 or the 95-5. I like the 50-50 better.
You like the 50-50, huh? You don't like the 95-5? What about the 93-7? We're talking about beef.
So I feel like you got a tighter window with the 95-5. It's since the higher silver, it flows a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm.
I think you probably get better penetration into the joint with it, but it's real easy to make a bigger mess and overheat, and it doesn't want to go where you want.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know what you mean. There's a difference between like using brazing and soldering, and the brazing you have the high silver stuff and it runs really slow and beautifully, and then when you solder it runs all of a sudden it's like water falling off the other side.
Mm-hmm.
That's my experience in soldering. I haven't done a whole lot of it, but it was not spectacular.
I hadn't before, but I have now, so I'm pretty proficient in it.
I'm gonna write that down. We're gonna have you talk about soldering as a professional guest. Expert solderer Bimco.
Yeah. My one big tip to anyone who struggles with it: when you flux your joint, you don't need a lot. Just a nice little thin coating. You put too much, and it'll just push your solder right out.
Look at that! You are an expert.
That was the biggest thing I learned with it, because I used to just goop it on there, and didn't work great.
Write it out. You said goop?
Yeah.
Goop.
And I don't solder anything on refrigerant lines, just in case anyone's wondering.
We all assumed you did.
I know. A lot of manufacturers do, but
it does look like that. When I'm looking at like a unit, even like these units that say you can't do this stuff on, it looks like there's been like solder used on some of the joints in those units. I'm just saying.
Well, and if you look it up on like Harris's website, or even I think Lucas Millhop's got a deal on there, that the solder actually makes a stronger bond, is what they say, because you're not annealing the copper by getting it so hot to melt, a braze rod, since it's lower temperature. So it's supposed to hold up better to vibration and stress and all that.
That's what I heard too. I heard the same thing. The tensillary strength is higher.
Tensillary, yes.
Use that to measure tensile, like for Christmas.
Yeah.
You put
Always makes me think of that movie, The Santa Claus, with Tim Allen.
What a great movie.
Breaks him out of jail with tinsel.
I love those movies. I think they're all three really good, and they're not like in descending order of how bad they are. They're really good.
No, they're all, they all descend in order, in quality.
I mean, Jack Frost was brilliant.